Hello everybody, welcome back to All Things CoD Headquarters. If you are here, then that means that you are looking for any and all CoD information and or opinions, editorials, whatever you want to call it, to look into the basis of the next Call of Duty and what we think might actually, be implemented into the game. And today, just to kick things off, I would like to just talk about in this video, I'd like to talk about the implementing of the exoskeleton suit and how it's going to change multiplayer depending on how it's added into the game. First of all, I really believe it's going to be a huge asset. The multiplayer is going to be not overbearingly, but it's still going to be centered around this exoskeleton suit. I feel like it's going to play a huge role in Call of Duty Advanced Warfare's development as a whole. And it's really going to come in handy in Advanced Warfare. It's really going to be a cool thing to see. And one big thing that I think is really going to change how the game is played and how multiplayer is viewed is the exoskeleton suit, I imagine. Well, first off, there won't be just one. I believe there will be maybe at least 3, maybe 4 different exoskeleton suits that you can choose for each class loadout. So instead of having a certain, it kind of works like a uniform, but it'll also work to your advantage. You can choose a different uniform. Well, in this case, you can choose a different exoskeleton suit. If you are a more running gun player and you like to rush everything and you like non-stop action, I believe, maybe you'll be able to pick an exoskeleton suit that, that increases your agility, increases your awareness. It allows you to move faster, reload faster, and that'll take the hang on, I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm getting ready to talk about perks, which we're going to be talking about, but I don't want to talk about that right at this moment. And say you're more conservative, and you don't like to run around as much, maybe there will be an exoskeleton suit you can choose that will focus more on accuracy and, precision and maybe even stealth a little bit, things of that sort. My whole point on that is saying that, there's a really great possibility that we could see in the future of Call of Duty, starting with this game, we can see exoskeleton suits being implemented, and not just one kind of exoskeleton suit. I do believe there will be different kinds that you will be able to choose. So to avoid sounding like a broken record, another thing that I think the exoskeleton suits will revolutionize is the perk system. For many games, you have perks like sleight of hand, danger close, extreme conditioning, engineer, things of that sort, resilience, marathon, stuff like that. You've had those kind of perks. We've seen those kind of perks. Even though you set them up slightly different, you still see these kind of perks in many different Call of Duties, and they all have a similar effect. Well, what I believe is these exoskeleton suits are going to take out the necessity of having one of the, a couple of these perks. For instance, if you have a certain kind of exoskeleton suit that gives you increased fall damage awareness, it'll work kind of like lightweight or resilience on Ghost, where if you fall, you'll take no fall damage because it'll give you increased strength. And of course, on the gameplay trailer that we saw at E3, you were able to actually use rocket boosters to slow your fall to avoid taking any damage from falling a great distance. So that'll also be a great effect. So like I said, that'll take out unnecessary perks like lightweight. Stuff like that. You won't need those kind of perks anymore. And I'm sure they'll have artificial substitutes in case you don't have a certain exoskeleton suit, or maybe I'm wrong about different exoskeletons and you have just one exosuit and that's it. But the point being, if you have an agility suit or whatever, or your suit focuses on agility, that'll take out the need of putting sleight of hand or extreme conditioning or anything like that in your perk setup, and that'll take out the necessity for different perks. So it'll be pretty cool to see, really. Because the whole point is, there's still going to be perks that are needed that really don't have much of anything to do with the exoskeleton suit. Like there's there's things like Ghost, where it keeps you invisible from enemy radar or UAV while you're moving. Stuff like that will probably still be implemented in the game in some way into the perk system. But the exoskeleton suits are going to make up for perks that you might not have in this game. I really think it's going to be a really cool addition. It's going to be things that you can use, and you can add on more perks on top of that, because you'll already have the ability to, not have any fall damage, or reload your weapons faster, or, recover from equipment usage faster, whatever the case may be. it still gives you that opportunity to have an excellent, clean game experience like Call of Duty has been giving us for years. You know, even if there was a Call of Duty you didn't like as well, you still have to compliment its fresh feel, its quick action, with the exception of maybe Ghosts, where you get maps like Siege and Stonehaven. But you know, it's just kind of cool to think about, because these exoskeleton suits, they can do a lot of things that right now we're using perks to do these things, you know. And I'm sure it'll be able to help us. Like I said, I've said over and over again, I probably sound like a broken record up to this point, but the thing is, you know, we've been using sleight of hand to reload faster, to switch weapons faster. Maybe now with these exoskeleton suits, we'll have one more open perk slot, because with the addition of these exoskeleton suits, you'll still be able to switch your weapons faster. You'll be able to throw grenades and tomahawks and C4 faster. You know, you'll be able to do all these things without having to actually have a perk taking up space on your perk system, and that'll leave opportunities for, you know, different perks to set up. So I really think it's going to be a really cool addition. It's cool to see what Sledgehammer Games is doing with the franchise. They're taking it up to a whole new level. I'm really excited about this game, because it's being developed by a brand new team who feels like they got something to prove. You know, they really feel like they need to prove something to the community. They've got fresh new dreams, fresh new talent. They're really, really determined to make a good game. And most of all, it seems to me, right now at least, that they are really focusing on what the fans want, on what the supporters want. And that's something I think we've all been waiting to see, because there's been a lot of changes that have been made in Call of Duty that weren't necessarily for the better, but it wasn't because the fans demanded that it be changed. It was just because they felt like it needed change. It ended up hurting the game really bad. And so for instance, this game, I really enjoy this game. It gets on my nerves a little bit sometimes, but I do enjoy this game. But it's considered one of the most inconsistent Call of Duties in the franchise ever, because of all of the changes that David Vonderhaar and company put into the game. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this video, guys. If you like this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more information on the next Call of Duty and for cool gameplays. It'd be really cool to see. It'd be awesome having you part of this community, this young community. You know, you want to join the CoD headquarters, learn about all things CoD. You know, see excellent gameplay, some funny footage. You know, whatever. It'd be pretty cool to see. So I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. Go and have an awesome day. Be blessed, and thanks for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. I will catch you guys on our next video. This has been your boy Blaze. Peace out.